Hello, this is Stephen Follett with Thunderbird Long Range. This is part 3 of the video review for the Horus rifle scope, weather meter, laser rangefinder, and Horus app system on behalf of Long Range Only. In this video, I'm going to cover the Bluetooth function of the laser rangefinder and the weather meter and how it interacts with the app. And I'm also going to close out the video with a comparison between the Horus ballistic app and applied ballistics that I had set up for my 7 Sherman short mag. And we'll review that. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised for anyone looking at this to see what the Horus app does and how well it will function in providing a ballistic solution. So without further ado, we'll get to the video. Okay, so here I have the ballistic calculator, and I'm going to show you how it all functions. You won't be able to see everything, but I'll tell you what I'm doing as I go along. So on the target button, I'm going to hit the capture button, and then I'm going to turn on the laser rangefinder. And there at the bottom it says waiting to get valid data. And so once that comes on the screen, the next thing I range, it's going to pull up the range, it's going to create a new target, and it's going to capture it. And so there you saw it captured it at 3.28 yards at an inclination of 1.1. So I'm going to change it. And so there you can see that target 9, it will continue to change it as long as I do that. So then I'm going to hit save, and then it will save target 9. We'll go to capture on the weather meter, scanning for device. Power it on, hit weather meter, Bluetooth device, and then it pulls up that. So then if I blow on the impeller and hit the capture button, it pulls up and will update the wind speed. Alright, what you see on the screen in front of you is screenshots from my phone that had the ballistic calculator on it. So on the left is Horus, on the right is applied ballistics. I made sure to go back through and make sure every input was the same for gun data and environmental data so that I could compare these two ballistic solvers. So the amazing thing was, from 200 to 1200 yards, Horus was 0.1 more than applied ballistics. At 1250, Horus was 0.2 different and continued to increase because the curves at that point diverged a little bit more. But from 200 to 1200, that would be an easy enough thing to adjust and true just playing with muzzle velocity and BC. Once you get to 1250, where the differences diverged, you would be able to then use the Horus truing function, which is going to improve the curve altogether, because the better information you give the software, the better it can produce the solution. So I was satisfied that the Horus ballistic software is going to provide an accurate solution, and you'll be able to make those shots that you need to. Now certainly a 0.1 mil difference is not going to mean a lot of misses if you're shooting out to steel. So I think that it's a solid program and a solid software system. Overall, I think that I would recommend for someone getting a Horus reticle, something like the Tremor 3, and wanting to learn it and wanting to run it, which I think is one of the most important things that a shooter can do, is get a system and learn it. That this scope, rangefinder, and weather meter package combined with the Horus shooting app is going to be an all-encompassing package. So you can buy it, learn it, and use it. I liked it overall. There were a couple wonky things in the software when it came to the Bluetooth, how it updated and connected, but once you work through and spend some time with the software and the Bluetooth, it comes together nicely, and it's certainly operational and functional. I think that every ballistic solver out there kind of has its own unique quirks, features, and benefits, and I don't think this is any different. I wouldn't say that the Horus is worse or better than any other ballistic solver software out there, but what it does well, and it does specifically for Horus. So overall, as I look at this package and have played with it for all this time, I like it. They've done a very good job, and I imagine that it will only improve with age. So I hope that this review and this information is helpful in making a decision, and look forward to seeing you guys out on the range.